Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for men and women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be spoken upon, such as relationships, health and wellness, personal development, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
You know, one of the things that I want to make sure that I share or that I impress on you all is, number one, paying attention to, you know, your bodies, which is really important. I don't want to see anyone else experience what I've experienced. And I feel like if a lot of what I've experienced could have probably been prevented if I was paying more attention to my body and taking care of myself, right? Health is wealth, right? And so a lot of times we are focused on entrepreneurship. I know that a lot of your listeners are entrepreneurs and, you know, we're focused on our kingdom work. But we forget that our health, like we can't bring souls closer to God. We can't, grow a business if we're not here. Everybody has cancer in their body.
Okay.
Everybody has cancer cells.
Elaborate on that, because not a lot of people know about that.
So everybody has cancer cells. It's cells. That's all it is. It's cells. Okay. And they're benign. But what we put in our body is what activates these cells to grow and become cancerous. Okay. Mm-hmm. Where now it grows in different areas, whether it's the breast, whether it's the lungs, whether it's the stomach, skin, just, okay. So what we put in our body causes these cancers to activate and they become something negative for us. Okay. Wow. So sugar, smoke, fat, okay? Yep. A lot of the foods that we eat are filled with acidity, are filled with the stuff that causes cancer to grow.
I see.
So, let's just think of simple things. The water we drink. Just the water we drink. Every bottle of water, even this one, is full of acid. That's the reason why you see the bubbles in it. It's because it's acid. Fiji water is the only store-bought water that's alkaline.
Wow.
How do I know? It's been tested.
What about Essentia? Because I know Essentia is supposed to be alkaline as well. Have you tried that?
We haven't. I've never tested it. I could only talk about what I've tested. So I've never tested that one. But I've tested Fiji. I've done Poland Spring, Dasani, the regular dollar one that we get from the Save-A-Lots and the cheaper waters that we would buy from the stores. Versus, So I can't talk on that one. I have never tested that one. Okay. But so basically the water alone that we put in our body is adding acid to our body, right? So just by switching up your water, you can help create a body of alkaline. The next thing is foods that we eat, right? And so greens, the reason why you always hear people who are I'm vegan. I turned vegan in April, right?
Nice.
And so the reason why you hear a lot of people who's in the healthy phase saying, oh, well, get your greens in is because greens are alkaline. Right. And they also have something called chlorophyll on it, which is very, 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 very good for killing cancer cells. Okay.
I know that.
Yes. The only thing is what a lot of people don't know is that you need minerals to activate the chlorophyll in your greens. So even if you're eating spinach every day or kale or whatever, it's good, but you're not getting the maximum nutrients because you're not getting minerals.
Got you.
That's why you see a lot of people are doing sea moss now, because sea moss has a lot of the minerals that your body needs. Me, I just use mineral drops and I put it in my tea every morning and make sure that I'm absorbing the amount of minerals that I need, right? So again, this is not, I'm not a doctor. This is not me saying, oh, if you do this, you're not going to get cancer. This is me saying
Prevention.
that prevention is better
Right.
than cure. And if you can find a way to create a body that cancer can't live in, then you have less of a chance than someone else. Versus, you know, I have to be honest. Before I got diagnosed, I was drinking about 4 cups of coffee a day. I am
Wow.
an entrepreneur, okay? And so for me, I am always on the go. And
Yes.
so when you're always on the go, you find yourself in fast food restaurants a lot. You know, McDonald's driveway, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Popeyes, Subways. Like, I know it all. All right. I know everything on the menus.
Right.
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 Because that was my life. You know, that was my life. And the 4 cups of coffee, sometimes that happened because I didn't eat all day.
Right. And we're substituting that. I got to piggyback because what a lot of people don't know is that, you know, you're supposed to feed your body every like 3 to 4 hours. So sometimes when we go a long, extensive time without eating, your body is pulling on the sugar that's there, whatever it can absorb. And then you feel like, well, I don't have more energy because you just crashed. You didn't eat properly. And also too, Nyala, you hit something on the head. You was talking about eating what we eat. It's not only what we eat, it's how we prepare it. Because we already know we love our fried chicken, the smothered chicken, everything is fried. And we don't realize that contribute to our health. But like you said, it has to be a change somewhere. So even with me, like you hit kale, I'm making that today. I'm going to stir fry some kale with some canali beans and have a half of a sweet potato and maybe a piece of salmon. And that's good for me. But I'm preparing it, I'm broiling it. And a little bit of stir fry don't help, but that deep fry,
but that's fine. You know what you could do? Get an air fryer. So
I have one.
I got an air fryer and it helps. It helps with your fried foods because like I do like my kids love my fries. Okay. And they don't have to buy McDonald's fries no more because I cut up the potatoes, put a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of basil, and I use everything natural. So I use Himalayan salt. I try to make sure that everything I'm using is plant-based. So and if I'm not using plant-based, then I'm using organic, right? So I put a dash of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of basil, and I rub that up and put that in the air fryer, honey child. It would put McDonald's out of business. Okay,
I love that. That sounds good. Listen, I'm in Pennsylvania too. I'm coming to you.
Okay. And then another thing that I do is, you know, I'm West Indian. So for me
too. My family's from Jamaica.
Okay. So, you know, I can't cook no bland food. I can't cook no dry food. Okay. So even when I do like my fries, I make like some Trini garlic sauce. And so in Trinidad, they have something called garlic sauce, and it is the best. It goes on everything. Okay. And so I just substitute it for vegan mayo. So instead of regular mayo, I use vegan mayo, which is by Chosen. Right. And I use vegan mayo and it tastes just the same. Just the same. And my kids dip, love it.
I'll put
some garlic sauce, and then you put just a tiny bit of ketchup right in the middle.
Okay.
And make that for the kids. You know, another thing we do is we do like our hash browns. You know, we dice it up, we air fry it. That's our hash browns. Another thing we do is you know, I make like vegan like meats. You know, and so I would do like black bean burger or mushroom burger, you know, chickpea burger, and I'll make it up, put in the air fryer. You'll never know that thing wasn't deep oil.
Fried. Exactly. So I love that. And I hope a lot of people are taking heed to this. This is some good stuff right here. Listen, there's joy in eating too. You can still have joy in eating the food you love, but it's how you prepare it. That's all it is. Right. You have to train your mind. Like me, like I told you, I'm taking the baby steps. Maybe about 10, 11 years ago, I trained myself not to put sugar or not to put honey in my tea. And I even got my 5-year-old like that. So we do not put honey in because I know everything else. I like a little bit of other stuff.
It's a
But
little
you
bit
got to
of the
know how to
sweet.
accommodate. You know, you have to have
Yeah.
a balance. So right now I
Yeah.
have a balance going on, and and I want to get better. I'm not there where I want to be, but I'm getting there. Like I
But
said,
you're
I got out
working
the
on it.
200. I got the 200 club. That's a lot for me. Let me tell you something. Now,
Honey,
I used to be a size 9, 10 back in the day, and I think I was like a
me
a
too.
40.
Where you went up.
So now I'm like, whoo, I don't want to tell myself I'm like a size 16. I'm like,
Okay, well, you
gotta
good.
come
I went to 245 pounds, and I've always been in the 150, 160 range. That was like my normal range. You know, I went up to 245. Like when we met each other in Poconos, I was like 2 something.
Wow.
I was in the 2 something, you know, but now I'm back. So I'm in the early 190s. And I am working my way. You know, I'm back to wearing a size. I'm actually in a size 14 now. I was in a 2X. Now I'm in a 14. Too. And I'm also fitting like 13 because my daughter had a size 12, 13 black jeans, and they fit me for my photo shoot. So, you know, my fans couldn't fit, but hers did. So I was like, I was like, yes, Asia. And she's like, Mom. I'm like,
right, like, Mommy, so you feeling yourself a little bit too much.
Yes, because I could never borrow clothes from her. Now I can. I'm hype. Okay. Right. So, you know,
it's a good feeling.
It is.
And you know what's funny? Because some of my clothes, like, they're baggy on me, and some of my old clothes are like a little bit too tight. So I'm in the middle. I'm like, okay, I got some down a little bit more, and then I can jump into it, you know, because I'm gonna get into it. But yes, I love it. I love it, and I'm happy I'm at this place. So again, everyone, take care of your health. There is joy in eating great food. Do not be afraid to try something different. We're about to go into the new year. You can't say you want to change, but you don't want to change your habits. Like we said, I would say in the beginning, there's going to be something. You don't want a health scare. That's what you don't want, because that's a lot of times I make people move, but to avoid that, I say this list.
Definitely follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
I've been putting up new recipes.
Nice.
And recipes that I think you would, recipes I think that you would enjoy.
Okay.
You know, things that like I've done, you know, grits, which is not really big, but grits, and, you know, I've showed how to make vegan chicken, vegan fish, you know, cook up stew, you know, spreads, right? Like how we love tuna fish, we love egg salad, we love these things. Well, I show you how to do it the vegan way with a little West Indian twist.
Okay.
You know, and so everything is so tasty. And listen, when you get the kids eating it, you know it's good.
Right. And like I said, my 5-year-old, he loves the stuff that I make. And then even for my 18-year-old, because he has a lot of food allergies. So when the pandemic first hit, like you said, I was cooking a lot and we was baking a lot. But it also brought the togetherness, the time together. Because like you said, as an entrepreneur, I'm always on the go. So that made me spend so much time with my kids, and they really enjoyed it. And I think the 18-year-old did the most, because he always sees his mom on the go. See, the 5-year-old, he gets to benefit from it because I got myself in this position now. But the 18-year-old, he doesn't see me work. He won't see me from working 2 jobs to being on the road to now, you know, working from my home. And he's like, wow, you know, he got to see the actual transformation. But at the same time, too, he didn't get a chance to have his mommy
experience it. Yeah.
He has to experience like the 5-year-old. So, you know, I know I can't make it up, but still I want to give him like his time, you know, so I do take some time out for him, just him, because, you know, the 5-year-olds want to steal their attention. So, you know, I want to give him that, and that, it brings him so much joy, and I know he loved it, and, you know, I love it too. So all we can do, we can't beat ourselves up about the past, or we can say, okay, what can I do better now? So, you know, we're juggling, we're trying to be a better mom, trying to be, you know, a better businesswoman. It's work, and it takes time. But again, this is why we have to continue to have grace and mercy for ourselves first, because I think, honestly, we beat ourselves up the most. I think this year, the most, I spoke so nicely to myself. And people are like, you spoke nicely to. Yes, because we don't speak nicely to ourselves.
Not enough.
We beat ourselves up. And you have to stop doing that. You just have to say, you know what? Okay, you made that boo-boo. What you gonna do better the next day? And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's why every day is a joyful day, because he gives you a new day to do something different. You can change it. You don't like the results that you have? Change it.
Change it. That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Change it. This was wonderful. I appreciate this, Nyala. I'm having a blast with you.
Yeah. Same here. Same here.
I'm having a blast. And again, everyone, I hope you are taking. I know me and Nyala, we talked about everything, but that's what this is all about.
Sure did.
It's not just one street. It's not just business. It's not just mommy. It's everything. It's the health. It's how we speak to ourselves. Everything is included. So this is great right here. And again, this is great for you to resonate in your spirit before the new year comes. And before we leave, I do want to share my testimony, because you mentioned about health. And as I was telling you, I changed my diet. And I used to be in the 200 club. And now I'm officially out the 200 club. So thank you. So I'm very proud of myself. Like you said, you have to be happy for yourself, and naturally everybody else will be. But again, personal and business, it go hand in hand. Because I remember my mentor told me one time, if your personal life is not in order, it can interfere in the business world. So if you're sloppy, you're all over the place, people are going to see it. And I think sometimes too, we might be able to hide it, but you can't hide from God.
No, that is a word.
You can't hide from God. He's going to expose you. And you put, God, I put it on. But no, in the spiritual world, he told them. And you're like, oh, shoot. Get your life together if you want to go to the next level. And please believe me, he came for me. Get yourself together, and I had to get myself together. But Nyala, I appreciate all the nuggets that we share to the audience. If the people wanted to reach out to you and follow you, where can they find you?
Man, so the best place is right here on Facebook. If you guys are watching this on Facebook, in the Female Coaches Society, that is my Facebook group, where I am focused on helping service professionals and coaches really spread their message to the world. And so that's the best place to reach me.
Thank you, Now. I really appreciate it. And everyone, you already know you can continue to follow us at the Lady K Chat Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and on our website at www.ladykeenterprisesinc.com, and K is spelled Kay. I'm going to repeat it one more time, www.ladykeenterprisesinc.com. Everyone, we wish you well. We hope we have a blessed Christmas and a happy new year to you, and thank you for watching. Have a good night. Lady K.